Have you ever wondered why discussing finances in a relationship is so important? It's a question that's been popping up a lot lately, and for good reason. The way we handle money, our financial habits, and our long-term financial goals can significantly impact our relationships, and not just in the obvious ways. Picture this. You're in a relationship, and things are getting serious. You're thinking about moving in together, or maybe you're even considering marriage. But have you had the money talk yet? If you're part of the Gen Z or Millennial generation, chances are you believe this conversation should happen sooner rather than later. According to a recent study by Northwestern Mutual, an overwhelming majority of young people believe that couples should have an open and honest conversation about finances before the relationship gets too serious. This isn't just about who's going to pay the bills or how you're going to split the rent. It's about understanding each other's financial habits, goals, and even risk tolerance levels. Why is this conversation so important, you ask? Well, let's consider the financial challenges that these generations have faced. From the Great Recession to the COVID-19 pandemic, Gen Z and Millennials have witnessed some serious economic turmoil. These experiences have not only shaped their financial habits, but also their views on financial compatibility. Interestingly, a survey by Bread Financial found that a whopping 64% of couples consider themselves financially incompatible, with Gen Z and Millennials often citing this as a primary reason for breakups. That's right, not having a clear understanding of each other's financial habits and goals can lead to major relationship problems. But there's a silver lining. Couples who have been together for 5 years or more are more likely to report becoming more financially compatible over time. And guess what? Baby boomers are the most likely to see eye to eye on their finances. Could it be that they had these money talks early on in their relationships? So, whether you're just starting a new relationship or you've been together for years, it's never too late to have the money talk. Remember, understanding your partner's financial habits and goals can only strengthen your relationship. Stay tuned to understand why this topic is gaining such significance. The study by Northwestern Mutual has uncovered fascinating insights, diving deep into the attitudes and beliefs of different generations, particularly Gen Z and Millennials. It has shed light on how we perceive and discuss finances in relationships. A significant finding of the study is that a majority of Americans, 72% to be exact, believe that couples should hash out their financial situation before moving in together. This statistic transcends generational lines, indicating a collective consensus on the importance of financial clarity in cohabitation. Now let's focus on Gen Z. This generation faces unique challenges when it comes to money matters in relationships. They often grapple with how to split expenses when their incomes differ. Imagine one partner is a startup entrepreneur, and the other is a school teacher. Their incomes are likely worlds apart, and figuring out a fair way to split costs can be a minefield. Moreover, Gen Zers also differ in their tolerance for financial risk. Some may be comfortable investing in volatile stocks or starting their own business, while others prefer the safety of a regular paycheck and a savings account. These differing attitudes can cause tension if not addressed openly and honestly. Interestingly, a survey by Bread Financial found that 64% of couples consider themselves financially incompatible. Gen Z and Millennials in particular cite financial incompatibility as a primary reason for breakups. It seems that our money habits and attitudes can indeed make or break our relationships. These findings underline the importance of having early, open conversations about money. So, what impact can finances have on a relationship? Imagine this. You're an adrenaline junkie who loves skydiving, while your partner prefers both feet firmly on the ground. That's quite the difference, right? Now let's translate this into the financial realm. One of you loves to invest in risky ventures, while the other prefers the safe haven of a savings account. This is what we call financial incompatibility, and it's a concept that can significantly affect a relationship. A fascinating study by Bread Financial found that a whopping 64% of couples consider themselves financially incompatible. That's more than half of all couples. And you might be thinking, well, opposites attract, right? While that might be true in some aspects of a relationship in terms of finances, it can lead to a rocky road ahead. Financial incompatibility doesn't just mean different spending habits. It can also encompass different financial goals, attitudes towards debt, or even how much financial risk one is willing to take. And the impact of these differences can be profound. According to the same Bread Financial study, Gen Z and Millennials often cite financial incompatibility as a primary reason for breakups. This might sound surprising, but when you think about it, it makes sense. Money and the way we handle it can be a reflection of our values and priorities. If they don't align with our partners, it can lead to friction, disagreements, and in some cases, the end of a relationship. But it's not all doom and gloom. Recognizing financial incompatibility and addressing it early on can lead to productive discussions and compromises. It can help couples understand each other better, not just financially, but also in terms of their values and life goals. The role of finances in a relationship is much larger than we often realize. The sooner we recognize this, the better equipped we are to navigate the financial seas with our partners. After all, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. But can couples become more financially compatible over time? This is the question that's likely lingering in your mind. Well, the answer is a resounding yes. Financial compatibility isn't set in stone. It's not a fixed attribute like your height or the color of your eyes. No, it's more like a muscle, something that can be exercised, developed, and strengthened over time. Consider this. Couples who have been together for 5 years or more are more likely to report being financially compatible. This suggests that the journey of shared experiences, open conversations, and the mutual understanding that comes with time can indeed lead to an alignment of financial habits and goals. It's like learning a dance. You might step on each other's toes in the beginning, but with practice, you'll move in sync. Now let's take a look at the baby boomers. They are the most likely to see eye to eye on their finances. This didn't happen overnight. It's likely that they began discussing money matters early in their relationship, setting a solid foundation for financial compatibility. They understood that money isn't merely a tool for buying things, but a reflection of values, priorities, and life goals. By having these discussions, they were able to align their financial objectives, thus ensuring a smoother financial journey together. But what does this mean for you? It means that it's never too late or too early to start these conversations. Whether you've been in a relationship for 5 days or 5 years, it's crucial to discuss finances. Whether it's about your individual spending habits, your shared expenses, or your long-term financial goals, these discussions can help you understand each other better and find common ground. So, don't shy away from these conversations. Embrace them. Remember, it's not about finding a partner with the exact same financial habits as you. Instead, it's about understanding, respecting, and accommodating each other's financial perspectives, and working together towards shared objectives. Discussing finances early can indeed lead to increased financial compatibility. So let's break the taboo and make money talks a regular part of our relationships, shall we? Let's summarize what we've learned today. It's become clear that Gen Z and Millennials believe in the importance of a frank money talk before a relationship gets serious. This trend is likely influenced by their exposure to economic turmoil, such as the Great Recession and the COVID-19 pandemic. In the grand scheme of things, a whopping 72% of Americans across all generations share this belief, proving that money matters in matters of the heart. We've also uncovered some intriguing data. A majority of couples, about 64%, consider themselves financially incompatible, with Gen Z and Millennials often citing this as a primary reason for breakups. This sheds light on the vital role that financial compatibility plays in relationships. An early open conversation about money can help determine if partners' financial habits and goals align, potentially saving a lot of heartache down the line. Interestingly, the survey also suggests that financial compatibility isn't static. It can and does evolve over time. Couples who have been together for 5 years are more likely to report becoming more financially compatible. This shows that, with time, patience, and continuous dialogue, couples can find common ground when it comes to finances. So, what do we take away from all this? Firstly, it's crucial to have an open and honest conversation about money early in a relationship. Secondly, financial compatibility is a significant factor in the success of a relationship. And finally, financial compatibility can evolve over time, so don't be disheartened if you and your partner don't see eye to eye on money matters initially. Remember, open and honest conversations about money can play a significant role in the success of a relationship.